Hi, welcome to our part one of the meditation seminars, which is series of 3. So what is meditation and why people turn to meditation? Some reasons can be restlessness, dissatisfaction in daily life, not sure what to do, not clear idea, get a relief from the high tension. Yes, we can get relief through meditation and so much more. Meditation and yoga are a constant study and observation of the mind, the art of slowing down and focusing the mind. A lot of research have done of meditation, and I'll give you some examples. Harvard Medical School relaxation switch off disease-causing genes and switch on genes that actively protect us from disorders, such as high blood pressure, pain, infertility, and rheumatoid arthritis. And I read what Dr. Herbert Benson said. We found a range of disease-fighting genes that were active in the relaxation practitioners, but not active in the control group. 2 months after control group began meditating, and genetic profile changed to resemble those of the relaxation practitioners. And Dr. Dean Ornish did some research with men diagnosed with low-risk prostate cancer. They were asked to incorporate positive lifestyle changes and not to undergo conventional treatment. 2 prostate biopsies were taken, one before and one 3 months after, and they noticed such changes as a plant-based diet, exercise, stress management techniques such as meditation and support group, a different gene expression pattern with various disease-promoting genes switched off and various protective genes turned on. Texas Tech University did a research. Meditation with traditional medicine enhances the effectiveness of Western medical treatment. There's cancer studies also. 7 weeks meditation, patients were significantly less depressed and anxious than who didn't meditate. Meditators reported increased energy levels and lesser cardiac and gastrointestinal problems than non-meditators. There's Italian research. Increased levels of stress are associated with infertility. Meditation by stimulating the pituitary gland, which is responsible for regulating female reproductive hormones, was able to help with infertility. Meditation brings down levels of the stress hormones, like decreases cortisol, that's the fight and flight response. And if you are interested of other benefits, watch the introduction to meditation last week, and I put the link down below. So daily 10-minute mindfulness meditation and breathing or transcendental meditation to word or sound helps, and it's only 10 minutes. And meditation is not just a way for us to get in touch with ourselves and calm a busy mind. Meditation, by improving our spiritual and mental health, is also responsible for our physical and genetic health. Psychological level, encourages positive thinking, develops patience and understanding. So let's do a short practice. Just close your eyes, sit still, and just feel. Observe your mind and body, what you are sensing and experiencing. And just sit there, and after you've been sitting, you can comment in comments. And slowly come out of that uh, experiment or practice. So, why we meditate is because we try to find out the knowledge of self, the true self, and stop distress. We want freedom, and we want to look deeper and take a look what's inside. And meditation is kind of a way of life. And yeah, everybody can practice it. We just have to take the time for it. Because our state of consciousness can be, no, I don't have time. But if we do the meditation, we can learn to be in now, and we realize that happiness doesn't come outside, but it comes from inside. So we changed our attitude. We still have the same mind, but our attitude to outside life changes. Because when our mind is serene, um, it gives happiness and content, uh, what we have, with what we have. So you may feel very relaxed with sense of calm and tranquility. You have increased clarity and self-awareness that continues into everyday life through meditation. Meditation usually have only positive effects, but it can trigger a release of negative emotions also. So you might feel anxious, panicked, you can feel anger, disorientation. So the suppressed feelings are coming out, and they need to come out. So it's been said that meditation can't be taught. So why are we doing these seminars? And it can't be taught because everybody has individual experience, but the tools can be taught. And that's why we are here. We need practice, 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 and patience. Rome wasn't built in one day. So meditation involves that we are setting aside a regular time and a place for the special purpose of discovering that infinite well of wisdom that lies within. So most important is the regularity and constant practice, because that leads to steady mind. It's been said 20 minutes or more for meditators, but even 5 minutes in the morning gets you the space different space. It becomes a daily habit. The goal is that we would meditate twice a day, so the other one would be before bed. It's been said that the best times are dawn and dusk, but between 4 and 6 a.m., mind and atmosphere is clear and unruffled by activity of the day. We have better concentration, we are free of concerns, energy is fresh, and it's the quiet time. And meditation should be done constantly in the same place. So bedroom, we have a bed, that's the place where we're sleeping. Living room is for chit-chatting. And I have to tell you an example of one of my meditation seminars that I was doing face to face. And there was this nurse who told us about the overdose. And if you are a drug addict, she said that you are usually going to the same place and you don't get overdose because you are giving the same dose every time. But the problem comes when you go to a new place. Then you can get overdosed from that same dose that you are taking in that other place. So that gives a really picture how we are, let's say, how our body prepares us for something. If it's a familiar place, like in this case, we would do meditation. So our body and mind already prepares us so that we can go to that quiet place to meditate inside us. So the overdose story is a really good example from the regular life, everyday life, that there are things that we don't necessarily understand, but things happen in the energy. Like in yoga, we would talk about the energy of the space, energy for chit-chatting or energy for going inside. Before we learn to meditate, we have to learn to concentrate. So practice of concentration is that in a quiet room, you're sitting comfortably. You have the steady posture. Spine and neck are erect, but they are not tensed. We relax the body, we relax the face, neck, shoulders. On an inhalation, we bring those shoulders up and we open the chest and we let the shoulders go back and down. And we have abdominal breathing. So if we are sitting in a cross-legged position, it's good to have a cushion. And you are not sitting in the cushion here because it's wobbly. You're just gonna sit at the edge of the cushion. And you sit in a cross-legged position. So this is a very firm base. And it helps your thighs to relax, and the knees is closer to ground, or they are in the ground. And if we sit on a chair, we keep our feet on the floor, and chair is a good place also for meditation. Uh, but lying down is not recommended. And believe me, I've tried. You fell asleep. That's at least what happened to me. And we have the mild contraction, and that's um, necessary to hold the back straight, especially when we are sitting here on a chair. And yeah, when we sit, we are more alert than we would be lying down and falling asleep. So hands we can keep in chin mudra. So the thumb is touching the first finger, and the rest of the fingers are straight. Or we can, if you are a man, your right hand is cupped in left hand, and we can just keep them here. And when you are a woman, your left hand is cupped in a right hand. Or your hands, I guess clasped is the right word, loosely. So if it's difficult for you to keep the back straight, I recommend yoga postures. Even 30 minutes a day will strengthen your back. And I will put links down there for some yoga poses and yoga classes so that you can start. So it's said that our position for meditation should be pleasant but firm and as steady as a mountain, like outwardly, but inwardly it should be as flowing as honey within. So we are focusing on the deeper aspects of consciousness. There is different kind of concentration exercises. Ataka, then that's the gazing of a flame. That stimulates brain and nerve centers and strengthens the eyesight, steadies the wandering of the mind. So you have to do this in a dark room. You have the candle, and the candle should be about the same, the flame should be about the same level as your eyes. And it's also a cleansing method. It's a really good way to learn concentration and focus without thoughts. And try not to blink your eyes. Inhale for 3 seconds, and you exhale for 3 seconds. And you can gaze at the beginning for a couple minutes, and if your eyes start watering, it's okay. You just continue looking to that flame, and we try not to blink our eyes. So 3-second inhalations, 3-second exhalations, and you can do that 2-3 minutes. And after you gaze the flame for 1 minute, then you can close your eyes and relax the eye muscles, and you hold that light that you see, and you try to bring it either between your eyebrows, or you can bring it to your heart. You can try this home in a dark place and try home. And to involve further in this practice, the regularity is the key. Um, and in a long run, systematic practice should take you to being able to visualize even absence of the flame. You just can bring it. I will link that Rataka video that we have down below. So during the daytime, you can gaze to a picture, a positive nature. I mean, it can be something that's uplifting to you, inspiring. And again, you just gaze that picture same way as you did the gazing of the flame, and then you again visualize it either in the space between your eyebrows, or you take that picture to your heart. And then when it fades, you repeat the practice. You can do this also outside. You can go to a garden or somewhere to a park. So you can concentrate, for example, to a flower. Or if there's a lot of flowers, you first concentrate to that field of flowers. And then you start gradually bringing your concentration to one flower. And you can visualize its color, you can explore it, pay attention to its various qualities, such as texture, shape, and size. So there's also a visualization in your mind. So you sit comfortably, you close your eyes, and you do the inhaling 3 seconds, exhaling 3 seconds, and visualize an apple. And you can visualize the blossom, the tree, the color of the apple, its size, shape. There's usually a little stem there. How does the skin look? How does the flesh look? There's seeds. But if you go to other fruits, it means that your mind wandered. You are not concentrating to that apple. Or maybe you went with friends to shopping the apples, but that's not either concentrating just the apple thing. So when that happens, when you realize, you bring mind gently back to the object in question. And so you are following a definite line of thought without interruptions for a fixed amount of time, like 1 or 2 minutes. You can start from 1-2 minutes, and then if you are practicing this regularly, you can go up to 10 minutes. So when you do this exercise, let us know in the comments, was it hard to control your mind? We can also concentrate to a sound. I don't know if anybody has old-fashioned clocks anymore, and I don't know if you can hear it. but you can hear the ticking. So when your mind runs off, bring it back to the clock again and again, concentrating to that sound, and see how long the mind can be fixed continuously on the sound. Or you can also listen a group of sounds and select the most prominent one. So you listen as a witness without reacting to it. And then you can shift your attention to another sound. So, like one by one, you go through those uh, sounds, for example. And you can do it from louder to a quieter. And we can also concentrate to nature. We can, for example, concentrate on a sky. We lie down and gaze the sky. And that's during the day. During the night, we can concentrate on the moon or stars. And of course, we can concentrate also if we are sitting outside in a bench. We can concentrate to a tree and it colors and textures, and also we can listen to the sounds of the nature, and also other colors in the nature. We can go to the beach and do walking meditation there. So we have bare feet, and then we concentrate to the sensations when we walk on that nature. We concentrate how our foot goes and how does that sand, or you can also walk on a grass, how does that feel? One good thing to learn concentration is to read, and reading with full attention. So we really pay attention what we are reading. And we can read one page and then we stop, and then we see how much we can remember from that page. So we notice that when mind is not focused, it's difficult to assimilate the meaning and content of what we just read. Okay, let's do a little practice. This we can do here, because we're gonna do it with abstract quality. So just relax and think about the specific quality. It could be, for example, a compassion, something nice. So feel the value, how it can be expressed in everyday situations, especially under provocation. Recall the mind when it wanders. You can think of great people who were the embodiment of compassion. Call it to fill your heart. And from your heart, let it flow out to the whole world. Think yourself as perfectly compassionate. And we can concentrate on tasks, something uninteresting. I just love this book by Thich Nhat Hanh. It's called something like, are you washing the dishes or are you washing the dishes? Are we mindful of what we are doing? Are we concentrating to that task? Or is our mind going to 10 different things while we do something uninteresting? Um, we should see the task in a new light and develop a liking for it. Because that concentration brings joy, not the object. And we can learn how resistance melts away and mind becomes more open. And I've tried this washing the dishes sometimes that uh, I'm really concentrating. And one thing that I loved my work as a floral designer is that you are really concentrating what you're doing, because you can't just put them in one point. I mean, if you do 10 same kind of arrangements, you don't need to concentrate, you just do it. But when you are creating something new for a customer, you really give everything to that. You concentrate, you look how it looks, and I should put this here or that there. So that was a really good concentration practice for me. So here's been a lot to choose from, and please check what suits you and do these concentration exercises. Uh, the Swami Shivananda's quote is really good. Mind is no better than a wild monkey drunk and stung by a scorpion. We can all agree to that. Our minds can get really wild. And don't get impatient or quit. Concentration will come. So remember that Shivananda's triple secret formula for success in yoga and meditation: practice, practice, practice. Meditation is core of the patience of yoga. It's both a main tool and ultimate destination. The teaching has been handed down from ancient times to generation to generation to generation, and it's an unbreakable lineage of teachers to students, and we should never dilute it but preserve the purity and depth of the yogic knowledge. So Sri Swami Vishwananda Saraswati, and Swami Shivananda gave this teaching to Swami Vishnu Devananda, Swami Vishnu Devananda to my teacher Bharata, and I feel very lucky that I have learned this. I feel very lucky of getting all this teaching. So meditation is not an isolated technique aiming at the quick fix for the stress and strains of our lives, but it should be as a central organ of body of practices that constitute a way of life. It is a simple and effective method to regain inner and outer harmony. And our success is in direct proportion our efforts. So about the space, it should be simple and beautiful so that it is a joy to sit there for daily practice. Um, and if we have the commitment to practice daily for 6 months and we stick to it, so if there's a will, there's a way. And don't tell me that you don't have room for your meditation. It doesn't need a big space. You can go to the corner of the room, put your cushion there, and sit there. If you have more room, you can make some kind of altar. You can put flowers in there and so on. One good thing would be to have a diary so you can record your progress. How long did you do your meditation? How was the quality of your concentration? What were the thoughts that troubled you most? And if there was any other challenges, you can write them down. After a few months, you can reflect and you can see what positive changes has happened. Before meditation, for example, if you are doing in the morning and you are very, very tired and you are afraid that you're gonna fall asleep while you sit there, um, do a couple of rounds of sun salutations to wake you up. And I link that video too down below. Also, it's good to do um, some breathing exercises, for example, Kapalabhati, followed by Anuloma Viloma. And I link those down below. But if you don't have time for them, you just practice by doing few deep breaths, and then you let the breathing become quiet. And when the breathing becomes quiet, your mind will become quiet. You sit comfortably, your eyes are closed, spine and neck are erect, and you inhale, and on an exhalation, you let your hips, thighs, and sitting bones become heavy. Just sink into the seat. On your next inhalation, your chest and shoulders lifts, and on an exhalation, chest opens and shoulder blades go back and down. Feel an invisible thread connecting your head to the ceiling. Chin tilts, it's slightly towards the chest. It's parallel to the floor. You can have your hands in chin mudra, or as we talked about, loosely clasped. And you put your hands on your thighs. Your face is soft, tongue is soft, and check how you feel in your posture. Is it comfortable, or do you need to adjust it? Adjust it now in any way necessary. Let the breath adjust you in settling more deeply. Your eyes are softly closed. Your face is soft. Your neck is soft. On an exhalation, relax and release any tightness or holding, focusing softly on your breath. When thoughts arise, notice it and bring your attention back to the breath. Stay inside. You can stay and meditate for a few minutes. And take a deep breath in and exhale it out. Notice how your body and mind feels. How is your energy? And notice the inner state of your being. When you're ready, you can write down again um, your experience of the meditation. Were there any shifts that you feel in your body or mind or in meditation? How you feel now? Share in comments, ask questions, and we can answer in your next seminar a week from now. We also meditate and learn more about tools, mechanics of the mind, how meditation works, and try to practice meditation daily before our next seminar. And share your experiences and questions. Share this with your friends. And remember to check the links down below for all those different meditations, concentrations, and yoga classes. Thank you so much for watching, and let's meditate and get together again a week from now. Namaste. Have a great week.